There was once a man known as the Thinker. He wasn't born special, but his mind, oh, it was sharp. He could solve problems others didn't even understand. People admired him, teachers praised him, and friends sought his advice. He believed intelligence was his armor, the thing that would protect him from mistakes, failure, and foolishness. But he was wrong. Because intelligence, without wisdom, is just another form of blindness. As the Thinker grew older, success followed him. He built a career, earned recognition, and walked with pride in his intellect. He believed he saw the world as it truly was, logical, predictable, controllable. He trusted his mind more than his heart, more than people, more than reality itself. And slowly, something inside him began to change. The same intelligence that once gave him clarity began to fill him with noiseless thoughts, endless doubts, endless overthinking. He began to believe that he knew too much to be wrong, too wise to fail, too smart to be fooled. He stopped listening. He stopped learning. And in his certainty, he began to decay. The Stoics once said, "It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows." That was his downfall. He thought he knew life. He thought he understood people. He thought he was beyond emotion, beyond foolishness. But intelligence, without humility, becomes arrogance. And arrogance, no matter how smart it sounds, always ends in stupidity. One day, life struck as it always does. He lost what he built. A mistake, a betrayal, a twist of fate. Doesn't matter. In that moment, he realized all his theories, all his logic, all his cleverness couldn't protect him from pain. For the first time, he couldn't think his way out of something, and he panicked. He blamed others. He blamed the world. He even blamed his own intelligence, the very thing he once worshipped. But Stoicism teaches, you cannot control what happens, only how you respond. And his response was rage, because intelligence had made him proud, but not peaceful. Smart, but not strong. Educated, but not wise. He began to remember what he had forgotten, that true wisdom is not knowing everything, but accepting that you don't. That understanding life doesn't come from intellect, but from experience, humility, and silence. So he started over. He listened more. He talked less. Stopped trying to prove and began to understand. He learned to let go of his need to be right. He learned to embrace his mistakes as teachers. He learned that peace is more powerful than brilliance. And for the first time in years, he felt free. The Stoics believe that an intelligent man is not the one who argues better, but the one who lives better. Not the one who conquers others with words, but the one who conquers himself. The Thinker finally saw his intelligence was never the problem. It was his attachment to it. He had used it as a shield against vulnerability, uncertainty, and emotion. But those things are not weaknesses. They are what make us human. Now he sits by his window each morning, silent, calm, watching the sunrise. He no longer needs to be the smartest man in the room. He only wishes to be the most peaceful. And when people ask him, "What made you wise?" he smiles and says softly, "Failing, arguing, losing, falling. All the things I thought were below me. They were the things that saved me." So remember, intelligence is a gift, but pride turns it into poison. The smarter you are, the more dangerous your mind becomes, if not guided by humility. Learn to doubt your certainty. Learn to listen before you speak. Learn to be silent when you're right, kind when others are wrong. Because in the end, the mind may make you clever, but only the soul can make you wise. As the Stoic said, the obstacle is the way, and sometimes the greatest obstacle is our own mind. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If this story resonated with you, consider subscribing for more reflections on wisdom and life. Till next time, stay thoughtful.